Once, in Crete, I was asleep near the sea. The room was cold, and I woke with the greatest poem ever, about to be written in my head. I heard waters running under stones, searched for light, searched for fire. Nothing. Shivering, I wrote the poem on the sheet in the dark. It was a great poem, and first thing in the morning to celebrate, I ran out and took a swim. It was marvelous to have written the greatest poem in the world. It summed up, on the way back from the sea's great reward and kiss of me, I saw the women doing laundry in a huge boiling pot. 3 women. They had already washed away the greatest poem in the world with their greatest pot in the world. And I hadn't memorized it. The sea had taken it. And I stood weeping in the smoke, wind hitting the caverns in my head. Where do you go from there? The answer is backward.
Dès le matin, par mes grandes routes coutumières qui traversent champs et vergers, je suis parti clair et léger, le corps enveloppé de vent et de lumière. Je vais, je ne sais où. Je vais, je suis heureux, c'est fête et joie en ma poitrine, que m'importe droits et doctrines. Le caillou sonne et luit sous mes talons poudreux, les bras fluides et doux des rivières m'accueillent. Je me repose et je repars avec mon guide, le hasard, par des sentiers sous bois dont je mâche les feuilles. Pour la première fois, je vois les vents vermeils briller dans la mer des branchages. Mon âme humelle la point d'âge. Tout est jeune, tout est nouveau sous le soleil. J'aime mes yeux, mes bras, mes mains, ma chair, mon torse et mes cheveux amples et blonds. Et je voudrais, par mes poumons, boire l'espace entier pour en gonfler ma force. Fin du poème. Cet enregistrement fait partie du domaine public.
Knowledge for some of us who live on the farm is hard to come by, especially knowledge of how things really are. So to read your poems gives us hope. What is tempting us anyway that can't be relied on to teach us a little something? After all, the world is hard and cold, and almost everyone has problems. The farmer next door wears a costume, and my wife has her doubts about me. But that is neither here nor there. What matters, put it so well, is that the bird is in the tree. Still we must strive, which is what you must have meant when you said, quote, fish leaps unnetted into sunrise. Who cares if it's sound in a trout? The big thing is the fish leaps. It is that sort of observation which makes such a difference. Just yesterday the farmer next door told me a terrible story, never mind what it was, to amuse me. Such daily occurrences may relax us into states of well-being, but they don't build character. I was left with an empty feeling all over, so I went to the kitchen and picked up your poem again. My breath quickened when I realized that the fish you mentioned must have been heading upstream to lay its eggs, and that the bird had flown into the tree to avoid the hard, cold ground, and the stare of the woman sitting next to the muscular man. We live in need of such uplift, And I, for one, thank you for providing it. Don't hesitate to write them again.